how to go from this. Where's this goddamn objective? I can't seem to find it anywhere. Oh, come on, oh my god, are you serious? The Husky Husk? To this. Yo, I see you hiding behind that tree, fool. You want to step up? You want to throw down? I'll pop you in the noggin. You want to charge? Oh, let's roll, son. Let's dance. You ain't got nothing on me. I'm about to unload this Thompson clip on you. What are you going to say? Nothing. Oh, you still running. You still running. We're going to pop you with that no scope. That wasn't no scope. But I'm going to dance on your corpse. By the way, I do know what a no scope is. Hello everyone, my name is Aiden and welcome to this video. So today I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks at how to become better at Save the World, alongside improving the experience you have in the game. So, you know, some of these tips and some of these tricks are going to basically tell you guys how to, some of them is farming, some of them is abilities and stuff like that. Basically ways to improve your game experience overall. Now, this is aimed more at the new guys since Save the World is on sale. A bunch of new players are joining the community. Welcome, a big hello from Save the World community. And, you know, I want to help them. But there's also going to be some things in here that you may have not known as a longer term player. So it's worth watching just to find out. And also you want to stay around for me, right? Right? So, in the background here, you can see me doing an encampment. So I'm doing an encampment mission. Now, what I want to tell you guys from this is dedicating heroes to certain missions. So this is an encampment mission where you rush from these encampments, which are where these husks spawn, and you basically take out several waves of husks, i.e. zombies, to complete this mission. There is no defending, okay? So something very simple would to be not running constructors. Now, the soldiers, ninjas, and outlanders are all good at damage classes. There are some specific outlanders which you can do a lot of damage with, not all of them, okay? So outlanders I still threw into the equation, but you know, only some of them are designed to deal damage. Ninjas, so I'm using a ninja. Dragon Scorch is the specific character name for the one I'm using at the moment. Now that's because the ninja has a dragon slash ability, so that is the LB. You'll see me doing this all the time throughout this video in the background, and it basically acts as an AoE, so area of effect ability, taking out multiple husks at once. So running these encampment missions with something that does AoE damage, so you can have a shockwave with the these soldiers and stuff like that, they're going to make these encampments a lot quicker, a lot faster, and that's why you should not use a constructor in this mission, but use these damage dealing beasts. You know what I'm saying? So it's all well and dandy you playing soldiers, ninjas, and outlanders to do all this damage in the encampment missions and missions where you do not need to defend. But when it comes to these defending missions, constructors are a key to you completing the mission. You know, victory royale, as they would say. Now, constructors have a unique ability called base ability, which you just saw me place a second ago. This base ability covers so many tiles of your walls, your floors, everything you place down, i.e. your base. Now, the base stretch, how many tiles it goes out, varies on your constructor, as well as the perk that this base applies. So, the current constructor I have on screen, his base ability, so any of the materials that my base is covering, when standing on a tile that is glowing up, the people, or my team and myself, will get an additional 50% durability on our weapons, so our weapons won't degrade as fast as if we weren't standing on it, and they have a faster reload speed. Okay, and all the constructors have different perks with their abilities, lots of different uses. So one of them, heavy base Kyle, which is one of my favorites, the one I pretty much always use. He has like electrified floors, and that means whenever the husks stand on a material which my base is connected to, they take electric shocks every now and again. And all of these different constructors have different perks, and it's worth having a constructor in every single game. So that's why I recommend you learn to play one, and you know, force yourself to enjoy one. Okay, if you really don't enjoy playing one, fair enough. But I think it's definitely worth being able to play one, so that if you do not have one in your game, you can always switch to it, and it's going to make the game 10 times easier. So moving on, I wanted to talk about a little bit of farming now. what you want to be doing is when farming, you should have a class of heroes that you use to farm. So what I'm using here is a Pathfinder Outlander, which is Arcalo Jess, and I also have in my support Recon Scout, which is a class that gives a support bonus of 6% at finding double loot. So these two characters combined make farming a lot easier. Outlanders have a lot of perks, a lot of their abilities are to help you farm. So when you want to farm, you should use said characters. Now, what I want to talk about as well is game etiquette. So, if you plan to farm, what you need to do is go to your privacy settings and go on private. This is a must-have, okay? You shouldn't be going into public games where other people are playing, trying to complete the mission, and you are running around doing absolutely nothing to help, but yet just farming. You should go to a private match where you can farm by yourself, not disturb anyone, and also, you know, you're not competing against people to get these materials that you are after. Now, there are many materials in Save the World that can be farmed, but I'm just going to be covering nuts and bolts because they are so highly used and noobs don't know how to get them. Now, what you see on screen here are a bunch of pylons in industrial zones. Now, these are amazing for nuts and bolts. As you're going to see here, I'm going to drop a punch. Bang, top left, 85 nuts and bolts. So you get a lot of nuts and bolts from this. And also these little coils here, you can search them. You're going to get a bunch of metal alongside some nuts and bolts. Now, these columns, or this little building here, doesn't show in every single industrial map. But if you find it, check it out, because, you know, you can do what I just done outside to get nuts and bolts. There again, I just got my hands on 32 nuts and bolts. This building is a gold mine for nuts and bolts, that's right. And also these metal things here that I'm smashing give a lot of mechanical parts. So if you need mechanical parts, they're worth smashing up. So as I said, industrial zones are the way to go when farming for pretty much most materials, but mostly metal, nuts and bolts. So here is an option that you can change in your settings. Now, what you're going to do is head over to settings, game, and you're going to scroll down. Now, this option is to toggle your interaction. So instead of having to hold the button when you interact with an object, you change it to on, and you only have to tap the button and then it will search all of it. And also here we have auto open doors. You set that to on, you walk through doors, you don't have to click anything. Here, I just clicked the button once and it searched it for me. I do not have to hold the button down. Obviously, it's a very simple concept, but it's very, very useful. And a lot of people don't even know this is an option that you can toggle. So, definitely worth setting on. Okay, so I want to show you a little something to do with building. Now, this is because a bunch of people don't really understand how husks work, and because I've also seen this mistake made in Twine Peaks. I'm not joking. I can't tell if it's because people are lazy or whatever. So, I just want to show you a quick little thing. So, let's say that this basketball hoop is the objective. The husks are trying to attack it. They're trying to stop people dunking. What are you going to do? So it's a 1 tile wide objective. Now, let's say the husks are spawning from this bush over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a funnel and a trap tunnel. So instead of just standing over here firing at all these husks, we have traps in Save the World, obviously. Now what we're going to do is we're going to build 2 walls like this, okay? And then we're going to have this as our funnel slash kill tunnel. So we're going to have the husks spawning, and instead of walking wherever they want, they're not going to go into these, because this is going to be an open option for them to walk directly to the objective. They literally will walk straight. Now, as you can see here, a great example is they're not going to walk around it, they're going to come straight through it. And even without traps, as you can see, I just funnel them. And it's easier for me to shoot, it's easier to keep them under control, and that is how you want to play this game as the controller. Now, what you want to do for a simple yet effective kill tunnel is this. So, what you're going to do is whack a 3 tile build. Now, if my screen stops going black, we can do this. We're going to add these tiles like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add this. Now, the point of this is some people build, this is the mistake I see, is they build like this and they're done. Now what they do is they throw a wall launcher here. So this trap, husks walk into it, they will get pushed all the way back here, okay? Now what happens is husks can just walk around here and it doesn't really set off the trap, or between the actual trap being set off and the husk wandering through this very small angle, the trap will miss them. And it will use one of the uses, and you know, what's the point? It's not hit the husk. So what you want to do is go into edit mode, and there's two ways you can do it. You can have these two tiles here, and it's going to produce this quarter wall which you can whack down like this, and what this does is the husks are going to have to walk all the way up past it, giving this wall launcher enough time to push the husks back. What you can also do is, one of my favorite ones now is this. The husks, it might look like they have to come here, but they have to walk all the way around the same distance as the quarter wall. These are actually easier just to quickly build. So hold on, if I can just go like this. So obviously something like this, I don't know how I'd edit it. I'll probably do that. As where this one, you can just edit it with a simple like that. Obviously, if people who play Battle Royale edit, this is one of the things you use because it's quick to edit. And yeah, it's very simple, and the wall launchers are going to push them. Now, this is a simple 3-kill tunnel, 3 tile, but what you want to do is also add stairs to the funnel, and what this is going to do is act as a barrier between the wall and obviously yourself, and the husks are not going to break 2 walls when they can walk through here. Okay, so it acts as a nice funnel. So this is a very simple yet effective method that you can use on all 4 compass sides, so north, east, west and south. And you know, if your objective is this basketball hoop, for example, you can do it on each side. You know, make sure that all the husks are being funneled, and then what do? You can throw this down, and with your constructor, place down your base ability, and like I mentioned earlier, it's going to have this glow, and the base ability is going to be working on this. So these are just a couple of you know, tips and tricks to help you guys out. Now, I imagine some of the more experienced players were like, hell, Aiden, I knew every single thing you said. And if you did, that's good. You know, you're playing the game correctly, and that's what we want to see. But for new people or people who just didn't know, start implementing this into your playstyle. It's going to make you better, you're going to become a better player, and you're going to have more fun. Guys, if this video helped, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Hit the notifications bell next to the subscribe button to be notified with my daily videos. That is right, daily. And as I said at the beginning, if you're new to Save the World, you know, welcome. Also, if you are new, I'm going to recommend that if you're on YouTube, check out these 2 channels. David Dean, I always mention him. He is one of the better, maybe one of the best. He is the best, man. Let's be honest. David Dean is the best Save the World player. He's very good. You can learn a lot from his channel. And someone who has very, you know, entertaining videos is a guy called Latana. So check him out as well. So you're going to get your dose of entertainment, and you're also going to get your dose of information and ways to learn. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop talking because I do draw on at the end of these videos. So I will catch you in the next one. Do not neck anyone. Adios.